Hi, sixth grade. Welcome to week 3 of our digital learning. Today is Monday, May 18th, and we are switching gears a little bit. Last week we talked about finding the area of flat shapes, which were polygons. They were 2D, so they were not three-dimensional. Today we're going to switch to looking at some three-dimensional shapes, but first we have to go over what those shapes are called and what they entail. So on slide number 4, again, you've got 1, 2, and 3. Those are your directions, what we're going to be doing this week. Slide number 4 starts with our directions. Drag the word or definition from the yellow box next to or under the vocabulary term or geometric figure in the chart. Note, for all 3D solids, you should drag both a word and a definition. So this is telling us we've got these bolded ones: rectangular pyramid, cube, triangular pyramid, rectangular prism, and triangular prism. One of these has to go to each of these shapes, and then one of these definitions has to go to each of these shapes. So I'm going to read these. It says a prism with a triangular base, a polyhedron with 2 parallel bases, a polyhedron with 1 base, a prism with 6 identical square faces, a pyramid with a triangular base, a pyramid with a rectangular base, a prism with a rectangular base, a 3D figure with flat surfaces that are polygons. So we're starting with polyhedron. A polyhedron is a 3D solid that we're going to be looking at. So you're looking for the definition that talks about something being a 3D figure. Now, prism and a pyramid are 2 sets of different polyhedrons. A polyhedron is broken up into a prism or a pyramid. A prism looks like these guys right here. These 3 are prisms. They have different names though. A prism needs to have 2 identical bases. So they're also parallel. So on this one, I've got a square on this side and a square on this side. Those are my bases, or the top and the bottom. This one you can flip all the way around. For this guy, this triangle and this triangle on the other end are my parallel and identical bases. And this one is all squares, so anywhere you flip it, they're going to have 2 parallel bases. A pyramid only has 1 base, and then the point at the very top, the vertex. So again, I've got 1 base for a pyramid, 2 bases for a prism. So that should help you decide which goes where. We're also talking about what kind of pyramid or what kind of prism. We name our pyramids and prisms by what shape their base is. So this green one here, the base is a triangle, and I've got 2, so I know it's a prism, and it's got to be a triangular prism because the bases are triangles. So I'm going to take this and scooch it over here. I'm labeling that a triangular prism. And I also want to find the definition for that. So I know it has to be a prism. So it can't be this one, can't be this one. Oh, a prism with a triangular base. It's got to be this one. Whoops. And I'm going to scooch it right there. Try to get it around the shape so I know which one you're talking about.